Good morning. I hope everybody's having a wonderful Monday morning. Isn't it wonderful? So wonderful. Any day above ground, right? Okay. So this morning I don't have great lighting this morning. I can't find my little light. I have a little light that comes over here, and I haven't unpacked it yet. I haven't found it. So here we are. Lightless. I want to talk about triggers this morning. Let's talk about triggers. And it's going to be the funniest way how we get into talking about triggers, because I'm going to tell you a story. Let me tell you a story. Good morning, everybody. Let me tell you a story. ISIS. It's a one-word thing, right? ISIS. It says everything. ISIS. Good morning. I haven't even had coffee yet. I haven't had coffee. Wait, I need a haircut. So poor Sam, right? Good morning, everybody. Let's talk about triggers. I cannot stand the word "I'm triggered." It bothers me. It triggers me. It is just an excuse, right, to be upset with other people. And this has nothing to do with you, Angel. Angel never talked about somebody upset her. But it has a funny story that goes with it. ISIS sometimes you guys have a collective feed. So sometimes people will come on one feed and not the other, and they don't see each other. So I don't know what feed ISIS is on, actually. So here's the thing. Yesterday, we had our sale. We finished the sale yesterday, right? Wonderful. Had a great time. And so we're checking everybody out. Wonderful. Sam helped me do this. It was fantastic. We had all those orders done in under 2 hours. It was fantastic. What didn't rock the house was the new barcode scanner. The new barcode scanner has a beep on it. It goes beep. Well, unfortunately, and this really, it did stress me. It stressed me out a lot, because I was like, maybe we can go back out in the garage. But it was so hot in the garage to do all this. We were doing it in the dining room. It has the same beep on it as Buford's Don't Bark collar. Poor guy. I mean, I had to double dose him with CBD oil yesterday, and it still didn't help. And today he's still firmly tucked up my rump. He's like, I can't take you people. We triggered him. But there was nothing we could do. We couldn't shut off the beep, and it was 95 degrees outside to do billing. So it stressed him out, and in turn stressed everybody in the house out. The dog stressed everybody out. I know you thought it was about you, right, Angel? I love you too. In turn, the dog stressed everybody out with his issues. He has issues. We cannot stand the 4th of July. I know they don't probably put up fireworks here in Santa Fe. It's so popcorn for dry. But the poor dog and he's prone to cluster seizures. So we are really careful with him, right? We felt horrible. I tried wrapping him up in his little banky. I gave him little toys. I put him on the other side of the room, and he'd come crawl right back underneath. It was so sad. But he wears the collar. My basset hound is still triggered by our nasty storms we had last night. Yeah. Oh, Buford, if there's a storm, forget about it too. Some dogs are really, really triggered by storms. And he just didn't fare well yesterday. So I thought, okay, he'll be better tomorrow. He'll sleep it off, right? Yeah, no. He slept next to the bed last night, like tucked up underneath. He kept looking at me like, I'm coming up on that bed. No, you're not. It's not happening, buddy. He had back surgery. He used to sleep on the bed, but now he can't get up and down. So he blew a disc and was paralyzed. And we're very, very lucky to have him still. So, but the checkout yesterday about worked his nerves to the last. And we're like halfway done. And Sam's like, I do not know what's wrong with this dog. And I said, honestly, you don't know what's wrong with the dog? You honestly don't know? He's like, no. Every time you pull that button, it makes the buzz noise. It makes the noise, because the collar we never turn the shock on. We don't have to, so why, right? And it does a warning sound, and then it does a buzz if he goes beyond the sound. So it has layers to it. And, he likes to bark. He's a basset hound. And we are on what's called the Arroyo, and it's an animal path that goes right behind our house. and there's a squirrel or something up there, and there is a raven that likes to antagonize. So you're doing a Lemurian meditation today to be ready for receiving for your trip. Good. You're gonna. I'm so jealous. So that was my trigger story. He's very upset. He's very upset with us, but yet he does not want to leave our side. I'm going to have to find. This is how much we do for our pets, right? What do you guys feel that you've done for your pets that's odd? Okay, what have you done for your pets that's odd? I have bought my horses magnetic sheets. Okay, like sheets, they're very expensive. Sheets like you see the beds that you lay on that are magnets. I have a sheet for my horses for that. I took massage classes for my horses. Okay, what have you done for your pets that you feel is a little out the norm? It's interesting, right? We go, oh, well, I don't know. Maybe I bought better food for my dog than I have myself. True story. Done that too. But they're a huge part of our life. We're going to talk about this, I guess. They're a huge part of our life. And the loss we feel when we lose a pet is, you bought an air conditioner for the upstairs, right? We went and bought one yesterday too, because the dogs were hot. Lori, we rushed off to the Lowe's last night before they closed to buy an air conditioner for the dogs. Isn't it funny though? We want our dogs to be comfortable because they are part of our family. Now I know when I was a kid, that wasn't necessarily the truth. Ooh, look at all that. It wasn't necessarily the truth. Our dogs, when I was a kid, was either on the chain. My parents kept dogs on the chain or in small kennels outside. And they were dogs. I don't know why they had them. They were just there. There was no emotional attachment to them. They were just dogs. And that was the way we were raised. But I can't imagine my life without our pups. And when these guys go, we've said that this is the last for us. I'm not a small dog person, but I'm also, with our level of travel in the last couple of years, it's very hard to travel with the dogs, especially one special needs. Well, they're both special needs. And not really. Odin's just a sissy. Here's something strange I do. If everybody could share one time, that would be great. We're having a really great conversation about pets this morning. And, I have to walk Odin outside after dark because he's scared of the dark. Like he knows it's after dark and you go, buddy, you want to go potty? He's like, no, it's dark. I'm not going outside. And you can actually hear, if you do animal communication, you know this is exactly what's going on. He's like, no, I'm not going out there. He got attacked by something under our porch when we first went to Oklahoma and at dark, and it sticks with him, right? Let's see what you guys have done. Window conditioner, I love it. I give my dogs massage, and when I had horses, I did the same for them. Absolutely. Equine massage is a big deal, right? I've gone without for them when times are tough. This is very true. Your dogs and your pets get fed first. I feel profound, like if I know something's not been fed in the barn, I will get up at 1 o'clock in the morning if I forgot something, and I will take care of it. So it's important to go take care of our pets. They're here they're a blessing to us. Treat mine like babies. Absolutely. Absolutely. They're spoiled. I bought my cat a stroller so he can go outside. I love it. Now, what I'm not down with is those backpacks that have the plexiglass on them, and you see people carrying animals in them. In theory, really cool. They get to see the outside. But in my mind, thinking practically, that's going to heat up. That plexiglass is going to act like a heat conductor and heat it up really fast in there. I love doing things to make my cat happy, right? Spending time with him is the biggest thing, isn't it? Make sure I'm not missing anything. I've bought a shelter, I bought a heater for outdoor shelters and so on. Love it. Love it. I have cats and get them new beds all the time. Our dogs have really, really expensive beds. But I will tell you, after having Danes for so many years, Danes tear up beds badly if they get the chance. And I have found an indestructible bed for dogs. Amazing beds. And I get them at Target, not at Target, TJ Maxx, super cheap. I just bought our cat a set of his own stairs so he doesn't have to hurt himself jumping on and off the bed. No, hey, right? It took us forever. Buford has a ramp. We have 2 steps that goes outside, and we went and bought him a ramp. So he doesn't go up the steps because you could tell he was hurting from it. I took massage classes for my horses. I absolutely did. If your dogs die from the heat, you'll be put in jail. Good, right? Don't leave your dogs. There was somebody in Oklahoma that happened to live in the vicinity, like next door to me, that would leave their dogs out when it was -7, 8, 10 degrees outside this past winter. And there were warnings, don't do it. But if you do it, the dog warden ain't going to do anything. Oh, it was so frustrating. Dogs were not allowed in our house when I was young. Me neither, except for Susie. Susie was. I would start drinking my coffee. We wait till the parents to leave, then we would play hide and seek in the house. You let the dogs in. I don't let my cat sleep with me because I'm afraid of kicking him in my sleep. I move a lot because of my restless legs. He sleeps in my bathroom and wears beds and bolts and little panties. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I leave a radio or TV on when you leave. How many other people talk to him? I'll be back. You be good. Stay out of that trash. I mean it. Okay, never mind. I'll just go pick the trash up. Never mind. We've had that conversation. I've always lost. We meditate together. I love that. Pets do love energy work and meditation. And I just read an article that cats meditate all the time. Did you guys see that? Cats meditate all the time. They check brainwaves and they meditate all the time. Somebody spent money on that. I leave my AC on to keep my cat cool. Absolutely. I love massaging all my fur children. There's a coffee cup. I didn't buy it. I did not buy the coffee cup because it wasn't big enough. It was only an 8-ounce coffee. And I'm like, why? And it says, I used to be fun and crazy, but now I'm just the get the treat. Now my life, I can't remember how it goes. Now I just get the treats. How the hell does that go? I'm the treat bitch for my fur babies. It was something like that. I'm like, what the hell? That's about right. Okay. Our dog goes have a sleepover with his bestie, waiting for him to come home today. Oh my God, I love you. Our old house has an extra bed, so we had a whole room to himself, but a new place we live in doesn't, and that's why he sleeps in the bathroom. Hey, they're comfortable wherever they are by the people, right? We have a rescued Chihuahua who shadows me even in the bathroom. My son calls him a Rottweiler. Those little dogs, right? Those little dogs. I cover my cat with a towel because he loves towels and it makes him feel comfortable. Hey, we do what they like, right? I ended up with an overweight basset hound in my bed last night. Oh, see. This irritates Sam that I don't let the dogs sleep with us, but I'm slightly allergic to dogs. I'm slightly allergic to cats. So if they get up in my face, I'm done for. I use a massager on your cat. That's awesome. My dog begs for food, so I have to share with him, or he'll paw me or steal my plate. Nah. See, now there's a level. There's a level I'll go to, but that's touch my plate. And it's funny because they know the boundaries, right? They know the boundaries. When we went to Hawaii, we came home and it's like the house went feral. The dogs were doing all sorts of stuff they'd never done before. And I'm like, I will kill you. Linda would set her plate down on the kitchen table and Odin would just walk by casually and snag some of her food. And I'd be like, oh, hell no. First of all, that's disgusting. I don't like it. Getting on my plate. But if he was trying to steal her food, that's a real problem because food aggression comes after that. And no, so, but yeah, when they get up there and do that, I have a threshold that I'm like, and I'm sure you do, Katrina, is you don't want them to steal your plate. I'm just going, yeah, but they're straight now. Hi, Jude. They're straight now. Oh, that's your cat. That's your cat. You're outside. Your cats outside have houses with heated beds in the winter. Good. Good morning, everybody. We're talking about what we do to go the extra mile for our animals because they're part of our family. They are part of our family. Some of the weird things that I've done for horses. Oh my gosh. I might as well be a vet. I am certified. You guys are going to learn so much about me this morning. Angel will tell you my nieces and nephews have come to visit for the summer and they come back with a whole new education because when is summer? Breeding season. I am certified to collect stallions and inseminate mares, right? So I went to school for that. I take education. I like to learn. Never thought I would do that. That's the reason I didn't go to vet school is because I didn't want to. I've seen horses with colic and you have to go in and you have to clean them out, right? And I went and saw that as a child. I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. But what did I end up doing? I want to learn how to stitch my animals up, but my vet won't show me. I tried to buy a stapler to do it. They won't sell those. Instances in the barn when you need this stuff on an emergency. Good. Hi, Jill. Hi, Jill. Welcome. New, I believe. Welcome to the crazy crew. Hi. Whoop, whoop. This is my mystical life. Let's see. He shares the bed with me and has more room than me. Absolutely. This is why the dogs don't sleep in the bed other than the allergies is the Great Dane will push you off the bed. Like he's a bed hog. All our dogs have beds. 2 cats sleep with Dustin. Old lady cat sleeps next to Tom. My cats have their wet food on real dishes. They won't eat off paper plates. Oh my gosh. Please tell me that it's that one kind of cat food, right? That elegant cat food. What is that called? I can't remember. Stace ham. I know you were waiting. So I'm sending love and light to Stace Ham, you guys. Sending love and light to Stace Ham. Good morning, Marta. Yeah, our poodle used to lick the bowls of ice after ice cream. It's all good, Stace. I'll check in a little bit. Florida, if someone leaves their animal in a hot car, we are allowed to break the window for airflow and call the police. Good. I talk to my cat and he thinks he is human. He says, mama, 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 mama. Good morning, everybody. We just got a bearded dragon and just got to make sure he eats his... Did you see that? You got to make sure he eats his roaches and other bugs. Roaches. I know what you mean, though. Oh, God. Oh, you have to cool your dogs down or you get arrested. Yeah, I have to. We were going into the farmer's market in Santa Fe the other day, and there was a gentleman. Okay, we bought an extra key fob for our Suburban. $180 for an extra key fob for the Suburban. It was hurtful, but we needed one because we needed to be able to leave the keys in the Suburban, lock the car so we could leave the air conditioning on and turn on music for the dogs, right? Not to mention the fact that I used to have a Jetta. I used to love my little diesel red Jetta. I got like 60 miles to the gallon. It was the most fantastic car I've ever owned. Not the most comfortable, but gas prices were really high at that time. And so I bought the Jetta and I loved it. It was my first red car that I picked out on my own. Loved that car. But Odin, we were living in Grants, New Mexico. And to get to our vet, get this, our regular vet is in Deschler, Ohio. We were living in Grants, New Mexico. Drago, the vet came back and I didn't understand this. I didn't understand. The vet came back and he gave me the blood work results and he goes, if you need any help, please let me know. And I'm like, he goes, this isn't good. And I'm like, okay, what kind of food can I get him? All this other stuff. I didn't understand. And so I called back to the vet later, and one of our very good friends, his daughter worked there, and she answered the phone, and I said, hey, I have some questions. And she goes, I'm so sorry. I just heard about Odin or Drago, and I'm so sorry. Is there anything I can do to help you? I know that this is going to be really hard. And I went, wait, how bad is this? How bad is this? I mean, I didn't understand this was like a fatal moment, and it was. And she's like, well, I mean, you don't have a lot of options here. So I went, well, I need a second opinion on this because he was only 10 months old, right? So I drive with Buford and Drago in the back of my Jetta to Ohio. This is not fun, right? So then, of course, I'm in Ohio. I hear the same things. And I decide to stay in Ohio with Drago. Now I came back to New Mexico, horrible ride, then drove back to Ohio again for another checkup and decided to stay at home because we knew he didn't have long. So I decided to stay at home so we weren't traveling all over the place. But before we did that, I had bought the Suburban. I got rid of the Jetta and I bought the Suburban so that when we did travel back and forth like that, because I thought we had longer time, he would be comfortable. That's how we got the Suburban. Because you want your dog to be comfortable, right? Especially when you know he's not going to make it very long. And he only made it till 14 months. But he was such a happy dog while he lived. He just was a really happy dog. And we treated him like there was nothing wrong. And he just lived his life. And he traveled the whole United States before he got really bad. And he saw everything. It was really cool. It was cool, but not cool. You know what I mean? So that's probably the most extreme thing we've done for our pet. You talk light language, Tears. I love it. I'm going to massage my dogs too. Don't massage my husband. I know they get super jealous, don't they? Yes, cats are extremely empathetic. Look at us all. We'll talk about dogs and cat and animals all day, right? Good morning, Jill. I ask yours how your day was. Tell them that you're handsome and good boys, right? My cat will guard the door when I go to the bathroom. He doesn't do it for my husband. He'll be fine. They make your nose itch. Yeah, if they get too close to me, my eyes puff up, like really, really, in my face. Okay. Good morning, everybody. My dog goes nuts with peanut butter with beef jerky. Yeah. Sam couldn't figure out how to get, because the dogs are on meds. Odin doesn't settle down. Like this is really calm moment, but he's usually jumping up and down in the air. He's already got arthritis and he's only 4. So he has these big, huge, chunky meds he has to take. Sam couldn't get him to take them. I'm like, don't put him in bread. Put him in peanut butter on bread. And that's how we get them to eat. They love peanut butter. You have to be careful about that sugar, though. Awesome. Okay, so we have welcome newbies. So Aaron will sit in another chair if the cat takes over his favorite computer chair. Absolutely. Understand. Yeah. We'll sit someplace else. Or not move. Like they're sleeping. Don't move. Buford, I guarantee for probably the rest of today and tomorrow, anytime we land and sit still anywhere, he's going to sit on our feet. Absolutely 100% on our feet, thinking that's going to stop us from moving. And it does. Ashley Jensen, you said on my reading, I master manifest, and I'm thinking about it, and my cat just showed up at the park I live next to when I was looking for a kitty. It happens, doesn't it? Good morning. Good morning. That is my cousin, Sharon Donkos Brito right there. Good morning, Sharon. We'll be visiting in Ohio the last weekend of July. Will you be able to come out? I am doing my very best to get out there. I know it's also my mother's 75th birthday, and she's going to be in Ohio for that. So that is going to be my goal, is to make it to Ohio for the end of July. I have to go to Texas for the beginning of July and Ohio for the end of July. So absolutely thinking about it because I wouldn't want to miss another. I know I missed the last time you guys were there. Okay, let's see. I used to stitch my horses and dogs myself and a few friends. I always wanted to be a vet, but could not handle having one put down, so they said no being a vet. Did dental assisting for 40 years, so I learned a lot about sutures. And this is, it sounds odd, right? You guys, if you have a fancy feast, that's Wednesdays. We were going to, what were we going to one year? My friend Trisha came over. She happened to be a nurse. We were going to the barbecue fest, rib fest up in Defiance. And she came out then we were going up and she wanted to see the horses. So I called the horses in and we had this one mare, Star, and she come up, okay? She come up to the fence and I'm like horrified, absolutely horrified. She walks up. Now you guys know the horses have these great big huge cheeks like this, right? She'd ripped one off. It was gone, absolutely gone. And I'm like horrified because there's no meat. I mean, it's a Saturday afternoon and I try and call my vet. I can't get hold of my vet. They're all at the barbecue fest probably. So she's like, no worries, I got stuff. So she got gauze and all this other stuff and she gauzed it up and then we covered it up. And Monday morning, I finally get a hold of the vet and we live in the middle of nowhere in Ohio, guys, in the middle of nowhere. And so I rush her and I put her on the trailer and I rush her in. So she had this big, huge thing, about as big as my index finger, okay, coming right down here on her jaw. And I'm like, if I would have loved to be able to stitch this up if I knew how. Thank God I didn't try. The vet knocked her out cold, put her on the ground, right? Put her on the ground, knocked her out cold, went in. He didn't know what it was either. He was like, what is that? And he touched it. It was the nerve bundle. She had ripped her whole cheek off. We never figured out how. All the way down to a nerve bundle the size of my index finger. That horse, totally asleep, come up off the ground, hit the ceiling, and come back down. So I don't need to be a vet. I want to know how to do some simple stuff, but I don't need to know how to do that. Just don't need to. There's a lot of things I need to do, but not that anymore. I don't put myself in harm's way. I do want a good, nice, solid riding horse, though. I am fiending for a riding horse. And I have one at home, but she's persnickety. Okay, so I'm going to scroll down. I know we have lots of cat stuff and dog stuff. Tons of pet stories. We all do, right? And to tell you the truth, that's not even the worst horse story, guys. It isn't. Horses and goats constantly looking for a way to die. Honestly, they're looking for a way to maim themselves. If you're going to have a horse, you're going to have a vet bill. Might as well get to know them pretty well. They're just clumsy. I don't know what they do. Anyhow, so here we go. I know people are probably like, they're probably going, what the hell are we talking about? I thought this was Psychic Morning. Good morning. We're very real here. We have a great group of people. We're very real. We talk about the things that come up. We never know what the topic is going to be. I thought we were talking about what's divine to you today, but that is not what happened, right? So guess what? I have my Bergsma, my Jody Bergsma deck is sitting right here. Stacey, I know you messaged me. I saw the first part of the message. No worries, girl. I will read the rest of it in just a little bit. I saw enough that I need to know. And don't worry about it. I will take care of that after a bit. But I will be out traveling a little bit. Renee, I saw your message as well. I will check that in just a few minutes. We have a pair of Huskies and the male will talk to you. I think the Huskies are so cute. They're so cute. They're like, I will tell you exactly how I feel about your shit. Went out to get the horses to be shoed, and my daughter's horse was standing on 3 legs. Oh, or like whichever. They really do try to find, not that they're trying to, but they're very accident prone, right? They're not cows. Cows have a much bigger bone structure. Horses just don't. So sometimes it just happens, right? It just happens. I never lost a horse until we moved to Ohio. And we learned our lesson. For whatever reason, every draft horse we've ever brought onto the property has not made it. And that is unreal to me because I love draft horses, and they were we only brought on 3, to be fair, over the course of many years. I just don't buy draft horses anymore. Like, never mind. I don't need to drive a carriage that bad. I just don't need to drive a carriage that bad. So, and there's weird things. Okay, our card is beautiful. And you guys know this is my favorite deck of cards. I am trying out a whole bunch of new decks of cards. The Magical Times Empowerment cards by Jody Bergsma. I'm going to pick up a different light today. When the ice cream truck goes by, they start screaming. It's fabulous. Isn't that fabulous? Jody Bergsma. We are trained, aren't we? We're very, very well trained, right? Please, I'm overheated. I need a new air conditioner. My pillow is not as fluffy as it used to be. Fetch me another. Lisa, how do you feel about animals coming back to us over and over, their souls being reincarnated? This is a great question. I love it, Kim. I know. This Great Dane is Jack. Absolutely know that this was my first Great Dane come back to be my final Great Dane until the time where Lisa can't take it anymore and has to get another Great Dane. But there's mannerisms that he does that I go, there he is. Thank goodness he doesn't have the separation anxiety in this lifetime. But I believe that they come back when they feel like we need them, when they feel they have a lesson for us. When they can help us along, when they know they're going to need my strength. Because maybe their strength is being more loving or more supportive, or their strength is knowing when to be a stronger energy worker and help with healing. Because some animals are better healers than others. A lot of horses are that way. You'll find some horses that will eat your face, and then you'll have other horses that you walk into the stall and they go, come, I'm what you need. And you can stand next to them, and all of a sudden your cares are washed away. Right? And then you have the other ones who want to eat your face. Those are not the ones that are trying to heal you. They're trying to teach you distance boundary issues, right? So I really do believe that our pets are part of our soul circle that move through and through. And I know a lot of people may disagree with me, but in the same token, we have soul circles we go around with again and again and again and again. And why do we do that? Because they know us, right? Our soul circle knows us. That's why we always go around and raise up with the same souls. So why would it be any different from our pets? We know they have personality, right? We recognize their personalities. Like Buford is a pain in the ass. No, I'm kidding. Buford, how would I define Buford's personality? A daddy's boy, so attached to Sam. He absolutely loves Sam. And he's very empathic, okay? Where Odin is a little more aloof, but he has his levels of fear. And we support each other on that, like going outside after dark. He does not. I have to go with him, right? We know their personalities, and we recognize those traits from pet to pet. Now, would Odin come back as a cat? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. But I like to think that Fern will be back. Right? Here's our card. Too soon, can you tell? Dreamer. And I know this card is up for a reason. This morning I was thinking of, I'll leave it up here for a minute because it's important. This morning I was in the shower and I was thinking that we need to have a new once a week type of situation where we can all join up and meet up online and just have a setup day to get together and talk about on a Zoom room, to talk about spiritual advancement and what really creates growth within our spiritual advancement. What does? I know it's really dark, you guys. It's the dreamer. Hold on. It's really dark. I'm sorry. Pay attention, camera. Right here. Right here. There we go. It's the dreamer. It doesn't want to because oh, there we go. Light. Right? Because there's I know I didn't bring in my light. I'm sorry, guys. You get me in the dark today. Sometimes it's good. Good morning, Mr. Fry. Good morning. Oh, Fern will be back. Fern's with us all the time. And I'm not a cat person. Here's the thing. Fern was a gift. Fern was a gift, absolutely. I'm sure Sam was probably so like thrown when I had a cat in the house when he first come back the first time she was there. Oh no, I think he was working at home when that happened because I had gone out and done I was working in a barn doing a massage, and there's a story that goes with it. But there's a huge story that goes with it, and a huge spiritual story. It was a lot of validation for me. I'm sorry. I will have better lighting. I'll try to get back on. Oh, tonight's class. Ooh, I gotta go. I gotta get you guys a Zoom room, right? I gotta get you guys a Zoom room link. So people that are in classes tonight, it is our fun class. It's our rotating fun class. This is what we're doing. Tonight is chat class, which means tonight for the membership, we are all doing the Zoom room, and it is going to be whatever we want to discuss. You know, we're usually on for about an hour and a half, and we discuss what comes up. And it's great because it's a mashup. It's not so much a class as it is we discuss our ideas. And this is within the membership. If you guys are not part of the membership and you want to be in on class, because this is not just the only thing, right? We do a class a week, and then later on in the week, we are releasing the channeling to Metatron. We have a bunch of stuff going on. So that is the mymysticlife.com and the membership. So anyways, I have to get you guys the Zoom link. That seems to be important. And I will see you guys tonight at class. I'll try to get on a little bit before class to have some chat time before class. But I also have to mail stuff and do some other things today. So I will talk to you guys later. I'll have better lighting tonight. I will. I'm sure of it. So I will see you guys later. And nope, tonight's not art class. Tonight's chat class. Art class is next week. Art class, right? You guys are like making me think. Let me look. Pages. Hold on, let me double check because I want to make sure. I don't want to do something wrong. Tonight's class, we are on the 14th. It's the Zoom membership chat discussion class. The puff paint class, the art class is on the 21st. The 21st is the art class, and then the 28th is we're talking about gnome homes, right? Gnome homes. Who is Spotlight this month? I don't know yet. I every once in a while I ask who wants to be Spotlight, and nobody answers. Everyone's like, don't look at me. Don't look at me. So I'll have to go look at the membership and pick somebody. All right, guys, I have to get the Zoom room link out, and I will talk to you guys later. You guys have a wonderful afternoon. I know we've just talked about pets this morning, and find something to dream about today. That's what that card means. That's what we're here for. We're here for the experiences, the love, the light, the dream, right? The story. We're here for the story. Not the destination, but the journey, right? Find something beautiful in your day. I'll read you the card. Your dreams have chosen you. Find fulfillment. Don't leave shit half done. Find something you want to do and make it happen. All right, guys. I got to get you Zoom room. You'll see that private membership in just a bit. I will talk to you guys Later. Find light, find love, find joy. Feel divine.